puck casts you as a weird anthropomorphic ice hockey, which is sent skimming along a perpetual icy path. And in pursuit is an affectionate polar bear, who will scoop you up if you so much as falter a single time. If you leave the screen alone, you will bounce between the two walls in a lazy, sweeping diagonal motion. And if you tap the screen, you will impart some more sideways action, and you will also tighten the angle. It's a pretty simple game with simple objectives, and it also has cute animations. And all in all, playing this game is pretty fun too. Next up, we have Quack. If you're a big fan of arcade games, then don't miss this one out. It has a series of game modes you can play through in either endless or level modes. The games are also pretty fun to play too. You can navigate your way down the long stairs while dodging various obstacles, dart through complex mazes, and complete a host of additional challenges while showcasing your quick movements and sharp reflexes. It's a great game to play in your free time, or you just want to give your brain a little something to concentrate on. Next up, we have Boxy Break. Now this is a physics-based destruction game where you'll have to break blue boxes. And if you run into gray or red boxes, it's game over for you. You will have to overcome obstacles and very tricky situations to break the blue boxes, and every time you break them, you'll gain points. The controls here are rather simple. Tap once to jump and press and hold to jump higher. With these simple controls, you will have to make the cube smash into the blue boxes. I have to say it's a pretty simple game, but it can get real hard at times. And that is why this game is really fun to play. Next up, we have Game of Kings: The Blood Throne. In this rather addictive game, you gather resources, build your empire, train your warriors, and lead your armies into battle to destroy your enemies and eventually stand on top of the leaderboards. This RTS is a free-to-play game, but you can also purchase some of the things with real money. And there are some amazing offers and giveaway events available from time to time. You can also join alliances and help the members, and even seek help in form of resources or soldiers. You can even learn new skills which will improve your resource production and other things. There is a lot more you can do in this game, and even the player base is ever expanding. Overall, it's a great game which is very similar to Game of War, but this game is a lot cheaper and more fun to play. Next up, we have Inside. This is a very dark, morbid platformer, but rather than casting the whole world in silhouette, there is some color in this game. You're a boy escaping from some totalitarian regime, clambering through the muddy ponds and stumbling through cornfields, and generally trying to stay alive. The controls here are remarkably simple. You just move around by swiping and holding, and push on the screen when you're near an object and you can interact with it, and you can grab it too. The game also has a very good storyline. If you give this game a try, I am sure you will love it. Next up, we have Fastlane Road to Revenge. The core game mechanic is a simple one, as you simply hold down on the screen to make your car go, and drag it to the side and side to switch lanes. Your gun fires automatically, and your job is to make sure you're avoiding roadblocks, rocket, and other incoming obstacles, and surviving as long as possible. You can also upgrade your vehicles with incoming upgrades like extra barrels and diagonal shooting guns, plus extra armor to allow you to take more hits. Next up, we have Like a Boss. Like a Boss has you taking control of large boss characters, and you'll have to battle human foes, all of whom are apparently playing massive MMO of which you are the villain. It's very simple to play. You just tap the screen to move around and tap the enemies to start attacking them. And there's also special skills to use when things get rough. All in all, it's a great twist in the normal RPG genre, where you get to play the villain. Next up, we have Looty Dungeon. Looty Dungeon has players swiping through a grid-like dungeon, propelling ever onwards. And the dungeons are filled with the usual hazards: axes swinging, arrows flying, and enemies roaming while you attempt to clear the room of all enemies and escape through a door. As you begin to move, the dungeon crumbles, so you need to keep a quick pace to not only kill the enemies, but make it through the door in time. It's a pretty fun game to play, so do check it out. Next up, we have Bubblegum Hero. Here you'll be tasked with blowing bubbles of a certain size as represented by a circle on the screen. Your bubble begins to expand, and you'll need to use your quick reflexes to stop blowing when your bubble reaches the size of the designated circle. And the more bubbles you successfully blow in a row, the higher your combo goes. But the difficulty rises too. Overall, it's a great game to chase high scores with your friends. Next up, we have Deep Town. Here, players dig into rock using various drilling methods to uncover metals, gems, and other items. Also, you smelt, sell, and otherwise use these items you mine by taking decisions about how to best utilize the resources. You'll also have to complete quests for additional earnings and set up structures like an expedition camp. And doing this, you will rise to new levels, and additional drilling tools will become available. This game is all about drilling for minerals, and if you're into tap to play games, then you will love this one. Well, that was it for this video, guys. Do leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon if you don't want to miss out on some more upcoming contents. And as always, thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. This is Saman signing off.